Good morning everyone, another new day, another new episode of Unlock Outing. And today we are going to Gudibande Fort, which is around 80 kilometers from Bangalore. Right now we have stopped to have a cup of tea. Now we will proceed towards the Gudibande Fort. It's a very interesting place built by a very interesting person. So stay tuned till the end to know more about it. To reach Gudibande, you have to take National Highway 44, which is also known as Bangalore-Hyderabad Highway, and then take a left at Pisendra. All through the road is very good and scenic. If you love to drive, this is the kind of road you want. There's very thick vegetation after the monsoon. You have to be a little bit careful. I think it's a good place to stop and take some breath. So even if you feel a little bit tired, there are a number of such places where you get shade and you can rest for a while. I think in earlier days these were the gateway points to guard the fort, but now it is our resting point. Today is a sunny day and we are like all sweat, but overall it's not a very difficult hike. I would say for most of the portions you have stairs. As per the record, this place was built by a yogi and chieftain, Baide Gaura. He belonged to Tulugu dynasty of Vijayanagar Empire, and he built this fort around 400 years ago. Baide Gaura is a very interesting character in history, and we will talk more about him. You tired?
Yes.
It was pretty tiring, so we decided to sit below this large rock, have some rest. There is a nice breeze over here, calm and quiet. This is a beautiful view of the valley you get from the top. It's really nice. And the fort is not very big, but it is well fortified. You can see from the structure, and that is the reason for which Baide Gaura was undefeatable. After Mughals captured Bijapur, they came all the way till Dodaballapur, but they could not defeat Baide Gaura and get hold over this place. Azam Shah, who was elder son of Aurangzeb, had to go back. On top of the hill you have that temple, which is a Shiva temple. This temple was established by Vishwamitra, sage Vishwamitra and Lord Ram. And this is one of the 108 Jyotirlingas described in Hindu mythology. From top you get a magnificent view of the city and the Gudibande lake. So probably while going back, we will stop there for some time. One of the key characteristics of this fort is its rainwater harvesting system. So this is one such 19 man-made and natural pond, which are all interconnected to collect up to 3 lakh liters of rainwater. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If so, please give it a like. Feel free to comment and share. And don't forget to subscribe. In this series, I'm going to take you to several places around Bangalore where you can go for a weekend trip without compromising security. If you are coming for the first time, feel free to surf through different sections like my domestic and international travel videos. We were on top of that hill, and now before going home we made a stop here at Gudibande Lake, which is a huge and beautiful lake, and you should have a stop here. So we are back from the Gudibande Fort and all drenched in sweat, but it was worth. We thoroughly enjoyed the trek, and it is worth coming and visiting. Out of 10, I will rather give 8.5 to Gudibande Fort. You can definitely come with your friends and family and enjoy your time. But there are few suggestions. Number one is put on a good pair of hiking shoes, because you will need those. Carry lots of water and your own food, because up there is nothing. Try to come as early as possible, because during daytime it gets pretty hot. Though there are various resting places where you can sit under the shade. But I would rather say come early, enjoy more. And the hike itself was not very difficult, and I have seen a lot of elderly people also and kids also going up to the top. So that's it for today. Until we meet again, stay safe, stay happy.